Hello friends, welcome to LearnOne. In previous lecture, we have learned about next statement in Ruby. And today we will learn about redo statement. While iterating in a looping structure, we want a condition that will start our loop execution from start. In that scenario, we will use the redo statement. What actually redo do is, it will start execution from the scratch. So if we are iterating from 1 to 10 and after completion of 7 iteration, I want to again start from 0. So in that case, we can use this redo statement. Here in an example, I am iterating from 0 to 10 and if my execution reaches at iteration 5, I need to start the execution from scratch, from 0. So in that case, I have put one condition in my execution block of my iteration that if counter equal to 5, I have put one keyword that is redo. So it will start execution from 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. But as it reaches on 5, it will start the execution from scratch. So it will again iteration start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, condition satisfied. Again it will start the execution, it will reach to 5 and again it will start with 0. So in here the example that we are seeing, it will goes in infinite loop. So but in this case it will goes in infinite loop. This is the practical use of redo statement. How we can work with redo. Now we will see practical examples of redo statement. I am creating one counter loop, that is for loop, counter in and my range, that is from 0 to 10. What I am doing is I am printing out my counter value. Counter is and my counter value, counter. What this line of code is doing is it will print my counter's actual value on each iteration. Now I want to execute my 6 numbers iteration on repetitively. So what I am doing is redo if counter is greater than 5. So what this line is doing is it will goes in infinite loop. Why? Because each and every iteration it will increase my value. So the counter starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. As it reaches to 5, it goes for next iteration, it will become 6. And as our condition is checking that if counter variable is greater than 5, and this will satisfy the condition and it will redo. Redo means it will execute the same iteration again. So it will repeat the execution 6, again 6, again 6, and this is how this redo statement works. But one thing that we need to keep in mind is while working with redo statement, we need to be somewhat careful because this may cause in infinite loops. So let's see the practical execution. Here I will run my program ruby and redo statement.rb, that's my file name, and works. Here we can see that this portion counter is increasing and its value is 6. You can see all over here that counter is executing. So our program execution goes in infinite loop. But you can see the scenario that how we can work with redo statements. In next lecture we will learn about comments in Ruby.